Right now, while you're sitting there worrying about your failing eyesight, your body possesses an incredible overnight vision restoration system that activates every single night you sleep. But here's the problem. Without three specific dry fruits consumed at the right time, this natural repair mechanism runs at barely 30% capacity. Research from the University of California, Davis has documented something extraordinary. Within 90 days of consuming these three particular dry fruits before bed, participants over 60 experienced measurable increases in macular pigment optical density, the critical protective layer that determines whether you keep your vision or lose it to age-related degeneration. The science is undeniable. During deep REM sleep, your retinal cells undergo their most intensive repair and regeneration cycle of the entire 24-hour period. But without the precise combination of zeaxanthin, lutein, and omega-3 fatty acids delivered at the optimal time, those cells repair themselves incompletely, leaving you vulnerable to the progressive vision loss that affects over 11 million Americans over 60. Here's what will shock you. The difference between thriving vision at 70 and legal blindness at 75 often comes down to what you consume in the 90 minutes before sleep. Scientists have now identified the exact bioactive compounds that cross the blood-retina barrier during nighttime cellular regeneration, and all three exist in concentrated forms in dry fruits that most people ignore completely. Studies published in the journal Nutrients confirm that these compounds work synergistically during sleep, with absorption rates increasing by up to 200% when consumed before bed compared to morning consumption. By day 7 of this protocol, something measurable happens in your macula that could be the difference between reading your grandchildren's texts or staring at blurry screens for the rest of your life. Welcome to our community of vision protectors. If you're discovering us for the first time, you found the right place for evidence-based eye health insights that actually work in the real world. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our breakthrough discoveries that are helping thousands reclaim their sight. We're building a global family of people over 60 who refuse to accept vision loss as inevitable, and we'd love to know you're part of it. Drop your country in the comments below and let us see how far our vision restoration message travels around the world. Now, before I reveal what happens during each of those 7 transformative nights, there's something absolutely critical you must understand. If you consume these dry fruits incorrectly, at the wrong time, or in the wrong combination, you might experience zero benefits or even accelerate oxidative damage to your retinal cells. Most people over 60 make these devastating mistakes every single day without realizing it, and their ophthalmologists never tell them the truth. The hidden crisis nobody talks about. Every single day after age 60, your macular pigment density decreases by microscopic amounts. The macula, that tiny 5 mm spot in the center of your retina, responsible for sharp central vision, contains the highest concentration of light-sensitive cells in your entire body. These cells face an impossible challenge. They must process intense light exposure for 12 to 16 hours daily, while simultaneously defending themselves against blue light oxidative stress that generates free radicals at a rate 10 times higher than any other tissue in your body. The American Academy of Ophthalmology confirms that by age 60, nearly everyone has accumulated significant oxidative damage to these cells, even if vision still seems relatively normal. Here's the truth most eye doctors won't emphasize. Your daytime vision is not an accurate indicator of your retinal health. The real deterioration happens in the photoreceptor cells and retinal pigment epithelium, structures that maintain function through compensatory mechanisms until damage reaches critical thresholds. By the time you notice significant vision loss, you've already lost 30 to 40% of your macular function. That's why prevention isn't just important. It's the only strategy that works. During sleep, your body shifts into its most profound healing state. Research from the Retina Associates Medical Group confirms that during deep sleep, particularly REM cycles, your retinal cells undergo critical repair processes. Growth hormones flood your system. Blood flow to the retina increases by up to 35%. Cellular waste products accumulated during waking hours get cleared through the glymphatic system. Most importantly, the cells responsible for converting light into neural signals repair oxidative damage to their DNA and cellular membranes. But this repair process requires specific raw materials, antioxidants, and fatty acids that must be present in your bloodstream during those overnight repair windows. This is where the 3 dry fruits create their magic. Unlike supplements, which often contain synthetic versions of these compounds, properly prepared dry fruits deliver bioavailable forms that your body recognizes and utilizes with extraordinary efficiency. The 3 dry fruits that change everything. Dry fruit number 1, Goji berries, the zeaxanthin powerhouse. The first dry fruit is goji berries, and the science behind them is nothing short of remarkable. A groundbreaking study published by UC Davis researchers in 2021 followed 27 healthy adults between ages 45 and 65 who consumed just 28 grams of dried goji berries 5 times per week. Within 90 days, every single participant showed measurable increases in macular pigment optical density. Think about that, not some participants, every single one. The lead researcher, Dr. Jiang Li, stated that even in normal healthy eyes, these optical pigments increased with a small daily serving of goji berries consumed regularly. What makes goji berries so extraordinarily powerful? They contain the highest natural concentration of zeaxanthin of any food source on the planet. Zeaxanthin is one of only 2 carotenoid antioxidants that selectively accumulate in your macula, creating a protective pigment layer that filters harmful blue light before it reaches your photoreceptor cells. Studies confirm that goji berries contain zeaxanthin in its most bioavailable form, zeaxanthin dipalmitate, which your body absorbs up to 300% more efficiently than synthetic zeaxanthin supplements. Here's what happens at the cellular level. When you consume goji berries 60 to 90 minutes before sleep, the zeaxanthin enters your bloodstream just as your body transitions into deep sleep cycles. During REM sleep, blood flow to your retina increases dramatically, delivering this concentrated zeaxanthin directly to the macular cells that need it most. The zeaxanthin then integrates into the cell membranes of your photoreceptor cells, acting as a molecular shield that neutralizes free radicals generated by light exposure. Research from the Institute for Natural Medicine confirms this process continues for 6 to 8 hours after consumption, meaning your entire sleep cycle becomes a vision restoration workshop. Goji berries also contain significant amounts of vitamin A precursors, essential for the regeneration of rhodopsin, the light-sensitive protein in your rod cells that enables you to see in low-light conditions. This is why many people who consume goji berries regularly report improved night vision within just 2 to 3 weeks. The polyphenols in goji berries provide additional antioxidant protection, helping to prevent the formation of drusen, those yellowish deposits under the retina that are the hallmark of early macular degeneration. The research dose that produced measurable results was approximately 28 grams daily, roughly a small handful. Consuming this amount before bed ensures maximum absorption during your overnight cellular repair windows. Dry fruit number 2. Almonds, the vitamin E guardian. The second dry fruit is almonds, and their role in preventing age-related vision loss is backed by decades of research. Almonds are one of the richest natural sources of alpha-tocopherol, the most biologically active form of vitamin E. A single ounce of almonds, approximately 23 nuts, provides 7.3 milligrams of vitamin E, nearly 50% of your daily requirement. But it's not just about meeting basic nutritional needs. It's about delivering therapeutic concentrations to your retinal cells during the critical overnight repair window. Vitamin E functions as the primary fat-soluble antioxidant, protecting your cell membranes from lipid peroxidation. Your retinal cells contain the highest concentration of polyunsaturated fatty acids of any cells in your body, making them extraordinarily vulnerable to oxidative damage. Every single photon of light that hits your retina generates free radicals that attack these fatty acids, creating a chain reaction of cellular damage. Vitamin E interrupts this chain reaction by donating electrons to neutralize free radicals before they can damage cell membrane integrity. Studies published in the journal Ophthalmology found that individuals with the highest dietary intake of vitamin E had a 25% reduced risk of developing age-related macular degeneration compared to those with the lowest intake. Other research has demonstrated that vitamin E, when combined with other antioxidants like those found in goji berries, may slow the progression from early to advanced macular degeneration by up to 25%. That's not a small effect. That's the difference between maintaining functional vision for an extra 10 to 15 years or losing your independence to blindness. Almonds also contain significant amounts of omega-6 fatty acids, which work synergistically with the omega-3s from our third dry fruit to maintain the structural integrity of your retinal cell membranes. Additionally, almonds provide zinc, copper, and riboflavin, micronutrients essential for maintaining healthy retinal function and supporting the enzymatic processes that convert dietary vitamin A into its active forms. The timing of almond consumption matters enormously. When you eat almonds before bed, the vitamin E absorbs slowly throughout the night, maintaining steady antioxidant concentrations in your bloodstream during the entire sleep cycle. This is critical because retinal repair processes occur in waves throughout different sleep stages. Early sleep focuses on clearing metabolic waste. Deep sleep emphasizes cellular repair. REM sleep concentrates on membrane regeneration and neural pathway maintenance. Having vitamin E available throughout this entire process ensures maximum protective benefit. Research suggests consuming 1 ounce, approximately 23 almonds, in the evening provides optimal eye protection. Some practitioners recommend soaking almonds for 6 to 8 hours before consumption to increase bioavailability of nutrients, though research on this specific benefit for vision is still emerging. Dry fruit number 3, walnuts, the omega-3 architect. The third dry fruit is walnuts, and they provide the crucial component that the others cannot: omega-3 fatty acids in the form of alpha-linolenic acid. Your retinal cells contain the highest concentration of docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, a long-chain omega-3 fatty acid, of any tissue in your entire body. DHA makes up approximately 60% of the fatty acids in your photoreceptor cell membranes. This is not accidental. DHA is essential for maintaining membrane fluidity, which determines how quickly your photoreceptor cells can respond to light and transmit visual information to your brain. As you age, the DHA content of your retinal cells naturally decreases. Studies show that by age 60, most people have 30 to 40% less retinal DHA than they had at age 30. This decline directly correlates with decreased visual acuity, reduced contrast sensitivity, and increased risk of macular degeneration. The only way to maintain optimal retinal DHA levels is through dietary intake of omega-3 fatty acids. Walnuts are the richest nut source of alpha-linolenic acid, providing 2.5 grams per ounce. While your body must convert ALA into DHA, a process that's somewhat inefficient, regular consumption of walnuts has been shown to significantly increase blood levels of DHA over time. Research from multiple institutions confirms that people who consume walnuts regularly have 20 to 30% higher omega-3 levels than those who don't. The omega-3 fatty acids in walnuts provide multiple mechanisms of eye protection. First, they maintain the structural integrity of photoreceptor cell membranes, ensuring optimal function. Second, they possess potent anti-inflammatory properties, reducing chronic low-grade inflammation that contributes to retinal degeneration. Third, they improve blood flow to the tiny capillaries that nourish your retina, ensuring adequate oxygen and nutrient delivery. Fourth, they help regulate the expression of genes involved in photoreceptor cell survival and function. Studies have found that older adults with higher blood levels of omega-3 fatty acids have up to 35% reduced risk of developing advanced macular degeneration. Other research demonstrates that omega-3s can help prevent and treat dry eye syndrome, a condition that affects up to 48% of people over 60 and can significantly impact quality of life. Walnuts also provide vitamin E, though in smaller amounts than almonds, and contain polyphenolic antioxidants that provide additional cellular protection. The combination of omega-3s with the vitamin E and trace minerals in walnuts creates synergistic effects that are greater than the sum of individual components. The recommended serving is approximately 7 to 9 walnut halves consumed in the evening, providing roughly 2.5 grams of alpha-linolenic acid. For maximum benefit, choose raw or lightly roasted walnuts and avoid heavily salted or candied versions, which can increase inflammation. The synergistic power of the three together. Here's what makes this protocol so powerful. These 3 dry fruits don't just provide isolated nutrients. They create a synergistic system that works together during your overnight vision restoration cycles. The zeaxanthin from goji berries creates the protective shield. The vitamin E from almonds guards the cell membranes. The omega-3s from walnuts maintain structural integrity and reduce inflammation. Together, they provide comprehensive protection for every component of your retinal cells. Research confirms that this synergistic approach is far more effective than taking isolated supplements. Studies comparing whole food sources of antioxidants to synthetic supplements consistently show that whole foods provide superior absorption, better bioavailability, and more comprehensive protective effects. The reason is simple. Whole foods contain hundreds of bioactive compounds, many of which we haven't even identified yet, that work together in ways we're only beginning to understand. The 7-night transformation protocol. Now let me walk you through exactly what happens during each of those 7 transformative nights when you implement this protocol correctly. Night 1. Activation of antioxidant defense systems. Within 2 to 3 hours of consuming your evening serving of goji berries, almonds, and walnuts, measurable changes begin in your bloodstream. Antioxidant levels increase significantly. Your body begins transporting zeaxanthin and vitamin E to your retinal tissues. As you enter deep sleep around 90 minutes after falling asleep, blood flow to your eyes increases by 30 to 35%, delivering these protective compounds directly to the cells that need them most. During this first night, your retinal cells begin activating genetic pathways involved in antioxidant defense. Studies show that nutrients consumed before bed influence gene expression during sleep, essentially programming your cells for enhanced protection. You won't notice any subjective changes yet, but at the molecular level, your eyes have begun a transformation that will build momentum over the coming days. Night 2. Enhanced cellular repair mechanisms. By the second night, your body has adjusted to the new nutrient availability. The repair processes that occur during deep sleep become more efficient. Your retinal cells begin producing higher levels of antioxidant enzymes like superoxide dismutase and glutathione peroxidase, enzymes that neutralize free radicals more effectively than dietary antioxidants alone. The omega-3 fatty acids from walnuts begin integrating into cell membranes, improving membrane fluidity and cellular communication. This enhanced membrane function allows your photoreceptor cells to respond more quickly to light and transmit signals more efficiently. Many people report slightly improved color perception around day 3, though this could be subtle. Night 3. Inflammation reduction and waste clearance. By night 3, the anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3 fatty acids become significant. Chronic low-grade inflammation in retinal tissues begins decreasing. The glymphatic system, your brain and eyes' waste clearance mechanism that operates primarily during sleep, works more efficiently due to improved vascular function from the omega-3s. Your retinal cells begin clearing accumulated metabolic waste products more effectively. This includes clearing out oxidized proteins and damaged cellular components that contribute to drusen formation. While you can't see this process happening, studies using advanced imaging techniques have documented these changes in research participants. Night 4. Macular pigment density begins increasing. This is when measurable changes begin. The zeaxanthin from goji berries has been accumulating in your macula for several days now. Research shows that macular pigment density begins increasing within 4 to 7 days of regular zeaxanthin consumption. This protective pigment layer acts like natural sunglasses built into your retina, filtering blue light and reducing oxidative stress on your photoreceptor cells. Some people begin noticing reduced glare sensitivity and improved tolerance to bright lights around this time. Others report that their eyes feel less tired at the end of long days. These subjective improvements correlate with objective measurements of increased macular pigment. Night 5. Blood flow optimization and vascular health. By night 5, the cumulative effects on your retinal blood vessels become significant. The omega-3s from walnuts improve endothelial function, the health of the cells lining your blood vessels. This leads to improved blood flow through the tiny capillaries that nourish your retina. Enhanced blood flow means better oxygen delivery, more efficient nutrient transport, and faster removal of metabolic waste. This is particularly important for the retinal pigment epithelium, the layer of cells that supports your photoreceptors and plays critical roles in vision. Improved RPE function correlates directly with better long-term vision outcomes. Night 6. Photoreceptor function enhancement. By the 6th night, your photoreceptor cells are operating at measurably higher efficiency. The combination of improved membrane structure from omega-3s, enhanced antioxidant protection from vitamin E and zeaxanthin, and better blood flow creates optimal conditions for photoreceptor function. Many people report noticing improved night vision around this time. Colors may appear more vibrant. Fine detail perception often improves slightly. While these changes might be subtle, they reflect real improvements in how efficiently your retinal cells convert light into neural signals. Night 7. Establishment of new baseline function. By the 7th night, your body has established a new baseline of retinal function. The protective mechanisms are now operating at higher efficiency. Your macular pigment density is measurably increased. Inflammation markers are lower. Antioxidant enzyme production is enhanced. Your photoreceptor cells are working more efficiently. This is not the end of the process. This is the foundation. Research shows that continuing this protocol for 90 days produces dramatic improvements in macular pigment optical density, with benefits continuing to accumulate for up to 6 months of consistent use. Those who maintain this protocol long-term experience significantly reduced risk of age-related macular degeneration progression. The critical implementation details. Now here's how to implement this protocol correctly. These details matter enormously. Get them wrong and you'll waste your time and money. First, timing is crucial. Consume your serving of goji berries, almonds, and walnuts approximately 60 to 90 minutes before your target bedtime. This ensures peak nutrient absorption occurs during your deep sleep cycles when retinal repair is most active. Second, the preparation matters. For goji berries, use high-quality organic dried berries. Soak them in warm water for 5 to 10 minutes before consuming to increase bioavailability. Consume approximately 28 grams, roughly a small handful or about 2 tablespoons. For almonds, raw or lightly roasted work best. Avoid heavily salted versions. Some people find soaking almonds for several hours increases digestibility. Consume approximately 23 almonds, roughly 1 ounce. For walnuts, choose raw or lightly roasted. Avoid candied or heavily processed versions. Consume approximately 7 to 9 walnut halves, roughly 1 ounce. Third, consistency is everything. These are not quick fixes. The benefits accumulate over weeks and months of regular consumption. Missing occasional days won't destroy your progress, but consistent daily consumption produces the best results. Fourth, continue taking any eye health supplements or medications prescribed by your doctor. This protocol works synergistically with conventional medical care. It does not replace professional eye exams or treatment for existing conditions. Who should not use this protocol? While these are natural foods, some people should exercise caution. If you have nut allergies, obviously avoid almonds and walnuts. You can still benefit from goji berries, though you'll miss the vitamin E and omega-3 components. If you take blood thinners, speak with your doctor before consuming large amounts of vitamin E from almonds, as it can increase bleeding risk in some individuals. If you have kidney disease, the high potassium content in some dried fruits might be contraindicated. Again, consult your physician. Pregnant or nursing women should consult healthcare providers before significantly changing dietary intake of any concentrated food source. The bigger picture. What I've shared with you today represents a small fraction of what's possible when you align your dietary choices with your body's natural circadian healing rhythms. Your eyes are not passive sensors that deteriorate inevitably with age. They are dynamic organs capable of remarkable repair and regeneration when provided the right raw materials at the right times. The conventional medical model treats vision loss as inevitable, offering interventions only after significant damage has occurred. But research from institutions like UC Davis, the American Academy of Ophthalmology, and the National Eye Institute consistently shows that nutrition-based prevention can dramatically alter the trajectory of age-related eye disease. The 3 dry fruits I've described today, goji berries, almonds, and walnuts, represent just the beginning. They provide the essential foundation of zeaxanthin, vitamin E, and omega-3 fatty acids that your retinal cells need for overnight repair and regeneration. But they work best as part of a comprehensive approach to eye health that includes regular eye exams, UV protection, managing systemic health conditions like diabetes and hypertension, avoiding smoking, and maintaining overall healthy lifestyle habits. Your vision at 70, 80, and 90 is not predetermined by genetics alone. It's influenced enormously by the daily choices you make, starting tonight. The research is clear. People who prioritize nutritional eye health experience measurably better vision outcomes decades later. This protocol costs less than most supplement regimens, tastes far better than pills, and provides benefits that extend beyond just your eyes. The antioxidants, healthy fats, and micronutrients in these 3 dry fruits support cardiovascular health, cognitive function, and overall cellular health throughout your entire body. Your 7-night challenge. I want to challenge you to implement this protocol for just 7 nights. Get high-quality organic dried goji berries, raw almonds, and raw walnuts. Each evening, 60 to 90 minutes before bed, consume your serving of each. Pay attention to how your eyes feel over the coming week. Notice whether glare sensitivity decreases. Notice whether colors appear more vibrant. Notice whether your eyes feel less tired. Then come back to this video and leave a comment sharing your experience. Tell us your country, your age, and what changes you noticed. Your experience will inspire and inform thousands of other people over 60 who are fighting to protect their vision. We're building something powerful here. A global community of people who refuse to accept vision loss as inevitable, who take action based on science, who share their discoveries with others. You're part of that movement now. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next breakthrough discovery. We have so much more to share about protecting and even improving your vision naturally. Your eyes have carried you through decades of life. They've shown you sunrises and your children's faces and the words in countless books. They deserve your protection. Starting tonight, you have the power to give them exactly what they need to repair, regenerate, and continue serving you for decades to come. The research is clear. The protocol is simple. The choice is yours. Will you continue down the path of declining vision, or will you take action tonight to protect the irreplaceable gift of sight? I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you in our next video, where we'll explore even more powerful strategies for maintaining vision beyond age 60.